Hello everyone, my name is Deborah and this is the Silver Violet Flame. This is going to be a video on the energy of June 2024. So we're going to pull a few goddess cards here, calling in all goddesses, ascended masters, guides, angels, to tell us what the month of June has for all us watching and for some guidance, what we need to work on, what we need to let go of, and what we can bring in. 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to pull 3 of these cards just off the top of the deck. Here goes. First card is Sacred Space. Create an altar or visit a power place to connect with the divine. Leap of Faith. Take a risk and put your heart's true desire into action. Anya. And Kali, endings and beginnings. The old must be released so that the new can enter. So what I feel these cards are telling us here is with the Sacred Space, they're all tie in, of course. Let me just hold the 3 of them up here. So this card is about endings and beginnings. This card is about meditating on what you want, and this card in the middle is about actually taking action on what it is that you want. So before we can take action, what we need to do is close off a cycle that we've been in that has been keeping us in a place of stagnancy, and Kali can help us do that. She's a wonderful force, very, very strong. Her speciality is helping people who are stepping into their purpose and their passion. That's something that I specialize in, and she has worked with me a lot in helping me push through blocks and making that decision to actually close off a cycle. So she's come out here for you today, and with Nematina, she's about meditating and creating that space where you can actually sit down and take the time for yourself and consider what it is that you really want in your life, so that you can take that leap of faith. With Anya, she helps you actually take the action. So these are very powerful cards for the month of June. It ties in with the astrology for June as well, which is coming out as a very powerful month for people who are closing up cycles. Many of you may have been having dreams of people that you haven't thought about for a long time, situations that you haven't thought about for a long time. These are coming up for a reason, so that you can tie up the loose ends in your mind and close them off and step in to the new. So what I'm going to do now is use my little Lightseer tarot deck here and get some cards. I'm going to pull 5 to see what the advice is from the universe regards clarifying these cards. So let's clarify first Nemetona. I can never pronounce that. Nemetona. Nemetona. Apologies if I haven't been pronouncing that right. Create an altar or visit a power place. In Ireland here we have lots of power places that you can visit. I'm sure there are plenty all over the world, but I just know in Ireland that I have my power places that I go to, like St. Bridget's Shrine is a favourite of mine, or Newgrange, which is close to the border where the north and the south divide here, and just to mention a few. So to really connect, it helps to go to any of these places, or somewhere in nature where you feel a strong connection. Perhaps if you love the water, you can sit by a river or a lake or the sea, or if you enjoy nature, just go and sit in your favourite place, anywhere where you feel that connection. So let's see what comes out for a sacred space card. Yeah, so it's all about you. This is the Seven of Wands, and it's getting yourself focused on yourself. You see, she's in her little bubble and considering herself, what she wants and what she doesn't want. Because the Empress has come out, and the Empress is all about being in your power and creating the life. See, she's got the pregnant belly there, so she's the creator, and she's just creating the life that she deserves, but she has all her boundaries set in place here. So this is for you in the month of June to step into your power, go into that special place in your heart and create, and keep your boundaries set also. So Anya, leap of faith. Let's see what Anya is telling us more in depth about taking that risk and putting your heart's desire into action. Right. So this is wonderful. We have Justice come out with the King of Cups. So this is really being in your emotions and being unafraid. And when you do, that's when the justice happens. Okay, that's when you can step into your power and take that leap of faith. Justice is there for you, but they're telling us here that you need to be comfortable in your emotions and dealing with your emotions and facing your emotions. And when you do that, that is when justice happens. And it's telling us that it will happen in June. So Kali, she's telling us about endings and beginnings. The old must be released so that the new can enter. So let's go a wee bit deeper into that for the month of June. I've got the Nine of Cups, because when you do, this is the card of wish fulfillment. That's what's there for you in the month of June. But you must wrap up. As I said, these thoughts and feelings that you've been getting from the past, the dreams, the people who've been popping into your head, the cycles that aren't serving you, maybe letting some people fall away. There's so many people out there in the world that we can connect with, new people, people who can enrich our lives. That's what's coming to mind for me with this card for you. And also, for a lot of you now are being awakened, and you're just looking at your life and saying, something has to change here. I just want to make the changes. So let's clarify that Nine of Cups. I like the cards to fly out. That card didn't actually fly out, so I just want to see what... Oh, that one really did fly out. Where has it gone? Spirit can be so funny when it does things like that. Oh, everything's falling apart now. Let's see. Wow. The King of Swords. So what you need to do is start talking, start reaching out, start being in charge, start vocalizing what it is, start communicating that this is the Nine of Cups that you want. You know, a lot of the times we just say, oh, that can be it, that's just a dream. I'm not really capable of doing that, or this is something I've dreamed up, but really I just need to be in the practicalities of life. No, you don't. Kali is coming out here telling you, you need to close up that cycle. You need to create that new beginning. But what you need to do is communicate with yourself firstly, which ties in with this first card. This card is red with the Sacred Space card. You need to take the time and take actual control of yourself and your feelings and your boundaries and meditate on what it is Start communicating it. So the swords are all about the mind, putting your plan together and vocalizing it. Okay, vocalizing what that wish fulfillment is. Okay, I'm called to look at the bottom of the deck here. Yeah, the Emperor. We have the Emperor and the Empress here. That's the divine match. That's balance. That's the divine feminine and the divine masculine. That's where we all want to be in this new age era of Aquarius, where everyone is stepping into their power. No one who's going to be a match for this new energy is going to be anywhere other than in their power and creating that divine balance, knowing what you want, creating it, taking action with the divine masculine, receiving with the divine feminine, okay? Taking action with the divine masculine, taking charge. And the two is just so beautiful when you find that balance within yourself, because we're made up of both. Sometimes one is stronger than the other, just depending on your personality type. But what we want to do is balance the both of those. And when both of those are balanced, that's when the magic happens. So that's what I'm feeling for the month of June for all of us. It's very important to be aware of where you are, what needs to be closed off, you know, who needs to fall away and what needs to be embraced, what needs to fall away and what needs to be embraced. Let's just finish off by pulling a messages from the universe card for all of us. If you'd like to work with me and create the life you truly deserve, please contact me at thesilvervioletflame.com and I can arrange a Zoom session with you and we can discuss how we can work together and start creating the life that you truly deserve. It's here for all of us. So let's see on that note what the message from the universe is for everyone watching. Okay. Your life is about to start to move quickly in some areas. Events that seem to have been on hold suddenly propel forward. Move with the flow and be mindful of what needs your attention the most. So that's just perfect. Ties in completely with what we got for the month of June. Move with flow and be mindful of what needs your attention most. What needs to stay, what needs to go, what action needs to be taken so that you can take that leap of faith. Take that chance on yourself. Close off that ending. And create that beginning, that new beginning that you deserve. So meditate in June. Meditate a lot. Create a little altar for yourself. Do some self-love and self-care. Light a few candles. Draw yourself a bath. Pull a few cards. Ask questions. And really settle yourself on the direction you want to go. Because it is a powerful month. And it's up to us to do our part too. The card at the bottom of the Goddess deck, and was just looking at me there, is Hathor, receptivity. That's what I was talking about with the Divine Feminine, with the Empress here. So allow yourself to receive receptivity. We talked about that. This will increase your intuition, energy, and ability to give to others. You can't give out from an empty cup. You have to allow yourself to receive the help from others so that you can fill up your cup and manifest the life that you truly desire and deserve. So we'll just end there, and please put your comments down below. I'd love to hear from you and see what your take is on all of this and how I can help and perhaps what you'd like me to talk about in the future. So sending lots of love to each and every one of you. Namaste.